A very good morning and Jai Hind children. Welcome to biology class. Children, we were doing the exercise of this chapter, that is cell structure and function. I hope you have done all the book exercises in your book. Children, today we will do the short answer question type 1 and short answer question type 2 along with the long answer questions. So all these exercises will compile today. Okay. So please take out your fair notebook of biology and your book so that you can see the questions from there. Okay. Children, before that, there is one correction in choose the most appropriate answer. So first we'll do that correction and I request all of you to please make that correction. Okay. So first we'll do that correction and then we'll move to question answers. Okay. So children, in this choose the most appropriate answer, come to question number 6. So question number 6, which of these is not stated by cell theory? So there are 4 points given. First is cells are the basic structure and function unit of life. This is given in cell theory. New cells are formed due to division in the old cell. This also is given in the cell theory. And by mistake, D was marked. So D is not the right answer. Right answer is B. Okay. So B is the correct answer, children. Please mark B as a correct answer. All cells are identical. This was not said in cell theory. So B is the correct answer. By mistake, you all have marked D. That is the way an organism functions depends on the way the cell works. So this is not the right answer. Right answer is B. So for 6th, correct answer is B, children. So please mark B. B is the correct answer. Please mark B, children. Okay. Now coming to the short answer question type 1 and short answer question type 2 and long answer question. So children, let's start with it. So I'll discuss, children, questions are given in the book. So in the PDF that I have sent you in the school app, that is e-content, questions are not mentioned there. Okay. So you will write question from the book and you will write the answers from there. Okay. So the question is, what are the building blocks of life? Why are they so called? So what are the building blocks of life? किसको बोलते हैं हम building blocks of life, children? Yes. So cell is called the building block of life. What is this? The answer is cell is called the building blocks of life. Okay. Why the cell is called building block of life, children? Because all the living things are made up of one or more cell. That is why cell are the building blocks of life. Like in a like when a building or any wall is created, we use small bricks to create a wall, isn't it? So one small brick is one cell. Okay, and the complete building or the complete wall that you see is the living organism. Okay, so the body and structure of each and every living organism and living thing is made up of cell. Okay, so that is why cell is said to be building block of life, and also cell performs various functions. Okay, that is why cell is called building block of life. Okay, so this is the answer number 1. Now question 2 says differentiate between unicellular and multicellular organism. If you look it into your book, the question number 2 says differentiate between unicellular and multicellular organism. So as I have already told you, children, unicellular organism. In this term, we have a term called uni. uni का मतलब होता है one, and cellular here is cell. So the organism having only one cell is called unicellular organism. Okay, and all the functions or in the unicellular organism is performed by that one single cell only. Okay, one single cell only performs all the function of the life in case of unicellular organism. What is the example of unicellular organism? Examples of unicellular organisms are amoeba, paramecium, bacteria. All they are unicellular organism. Getting it? So what is written? Organism which are made up of one cell each are called unicellular organism. All the activities of life are performed by the single cell. Example we have is amoeba, paramecium and bacteria. Euglena also. So these are the examples of unicellular organism. Okay. Like in amoeba, if you see the structure of amoeba, this is amoeba. All the functions of, this is one single cell. All the function, be it breathing, be it respiring, be it engulfing the food, be it digestion, all the function is performed by only this one single cell. Alright. So this is called, they are called unicellular organism. Now coming on to multicellular organism. Multi का मतलब होता है बहुत सारा यानी कि many. Okay. So many cells. So organisms having many cells are called multicellular organisms. The organism which have one or more than one cell. So they are called multicellular organism. Okay. And the functions are performed by different cells. Different functions are performed by different cells. Okay. So multicellular organisms are made up of many cells. Getting it? Life activities in a multicellular organisms are performed by the groups of specialized cells forming different tissues which in turn form 50 organs or many organs. Okay, so this we know that one cell, when many cells are mixed together, are clubbed together, they form tissues. Then tissues are arranged and they form organ. What is organ? Organ includes anything like kidney, liver, stomach, all these things are organ. So they form an organ. Now when organs are arranged systematically, they forms organ system. And with the help of this organ system, when this complete organ system is standing and functional, they are called, that is called organism. Okay. So this we know, children. Example of multicellular organism is anything like humans, animals. Alright. They are the example of multicellular organism. So this is the difference between unicellular and multicellular organism. Now moving ahead with the next question. So the question says, what is cytoplasm? If you look into your book, the question is, what is cytoplasm? So children, what is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm क्या होता है? So if you remember the diagram of the cell, so this was the cell membrane, and inside this cell membrane, a liquid or a jelly-like structure was present all over the cell like a fluid, that is called cytoplasm. That is called cytoplasm. This cytoplasm includes all the other organelles like mitochondria, like nucleus, like lysosome, ribosome. All these organelles are present in cytoplasm. Getting it? So what is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance that makes up most of the inside of the cell. Most part that is present inside the cell is made up of cytoplasm or is a cytoplasm basically. All life functions takes place in the cytoplasm. All life functions like जब हम रेस्पायर करते हैं या जब हम फूड इनगल्फ करते हैं, खाना खाते हैं, तो जो हमें एनर्जी मिलती है, that energy is generated in mitochondria. That is why it is called powerhouse of the cell. Okay, so this mitochondria is performing certain function, nucleus is performing certain function, ribosome helps in the production of proteins. Alright, so all these organelles that are present in the cytoplasm performs the activity or the functions that are required for our body to function properly. जितनी भी एक्टिविटीज हमारी बॉडी में होती हैं, चाहे हम रेस्पायर कर रहे हैं तो उससे एनर्जी जनरेट हो रही हो, या हमारी बॉडी में प्रोटीन बन रहा हो, या हमारी बॉडी में कार्बोहाइड्रेट का इंगल्फ हो रहा हो, या कार्बोहाइड्रेट ब्रेक डाउन हो रहा हो, तो जितनी भी प्रोसेस हमारे बॉडी में हो रही हैं वो सब सारी प्रोसेस ऑर्गेनल्स में होंगी. ठीक है, और ऑर्गेनल्स कहाँ प्रेजेंट है? साइटोप्लाज्म में प्रेजेंट है. तो हम ये भी कह सकते हैं कि जितनी भी एक्टिविटी हो रही है वो सब कहाँ हो रही है? साइटोप्लाज्म में हो रही है. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज रिटन दैट all life functions takes place in the cytoplasm. So I hope this is clear, children. What is cytoplasm? What is the function of cytoplasm? Now moving ahead with question number 4. What does the question number 4 says? Question number 4 says, what do you mean by protoplasm? What do you mean by protoplasm? Okay. प्रोटोप्लाज्म क्या होता है बेटा? जब ये सेल है, this is a cell, okay, when this cell is having only cytoplasm and the nucleus, okay, this cytoplasm and nucleus both when combined together is called protoplasm. What is this called? Protoplasm. सिर्फ न्यूक्लियस और साइटोप्लाज्म, कोई ऑर्गेनेल नहीं होना चाहिए, बाकी और कोई चीज नहीं होनी चाहिए, सिर्फ न्यूक्लियस और साइटोप्लाज्म जब होते हैं, when they are clubbed together, it is called protoplasm. Okay, so the nucleus and the cytoplasm together make up the protoplasm, which is called living substance of the cell. These are called living substance of the cell. Okay, so that is protoplasm. Now coming on to the next question, short answer question type 1. What is a tissue? Question number 5 says, what is a tissue? So what is a tissue, children? So we know that when various cells or multiple cells are clubbed together, when they are like arranged together, they forms a tissue. So tissue is formed by group of specialized cells which perform a particular function. Okay, like if we talk about muscle cell. So children, muscle cell has many cells, or a muscle tissue has a many cells inside it. Alright, and it performs a specific function. इसका function क्या होता है? Contraction. Muscle का basically muscles का function क्या होता है? Contraction and relaxation. This is the function of a muscle cell or muscle tissue. Getting it? So these tissues, when they are mixed together, they forms all the organ like hand. So in our hand also we have muscles. Alright, in our hand we have muscles. Okay, so don't go into my drawing. So this is having a muscle. Alright, so muscles, muscle cells, when they are mixed together or clubbed together, because we are not having only one cell here, we are having many cells. All right, so these forms a muscle or a muscular tissue. Getting it? So like this, there are several tissues present in our body, because we are not made up of single cell, we are made up of many cells. और जब बहुत सारी सेल से हम मिलके बने हैं तो ऑब्वियसली उसको हम सेल नहीं कहेंगे, उसको हम क्या कहेंगे? टिश्यू कहेंगे. ओके, सो दैट इज अ टिश्यू. सो फ्रॉम अ टिश्यू देन अ ऑर्गन इज मेड. ओके, सो वी आल्सो हैव अ लिवर टिश्यू. ठीक है, क्या होता है? लिवर टिश्यू होता है. With the help of a liver tissue, liver is made. Okay, this is a liver. So liver is made from a liver tissue. Getting it? So this is tissue. So what is tissue? Tissue is formed by a group of specialized cells which perform a particular function. ठीक है, जो सेल हम लिवर में यूज कर रहे हैं या जो टिश्यूज हम लिवर में यूज कर रहे हैं वो हम मसल्स में यूज नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि उसका अपना अलग फंक्शन है, और जो मसल्स में टिश्यूज यूज हो रहे हैं या सेल्स यूज हो रही है उसका अपना अलग फंक्शन है. सो स्पेसिफिक सेल्स परफॉर्म स्पेसिफिक फंक्शंस. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज टिश्यू. नाउ व्हाट इज द लास्ट क्वेश्चन? लास्ट क्वेश्चन टाइप 1. व्हाट आर ऑर्गन्स और व्हाट आर ऑर्गेनल्स? ऑर्गेनल्स क्या होते हैं बेटा? So small structures present in the cytoplasm of the cell are called organelles, and they perform various functions. They perform various life functions. So what are organelles? This is a cell. This is a cytoplasm. We have a nucleus, and there are several organelles like mitochondria. Then we have ribosome. Then we have lysosomes. Alright, we have vacuoles. So all they are the organelles. They are called organelles. And all the organelles have their specific function. All these organelles have specific functions to perform. Getting it? So this is called organelle. Now moving ahead with short answer question type 2. I hope children this is clear to you and you have made the correction also. So this is this was short answer question type 1. Now moving ahead with short answer question type 2. Okay, so what is the question? Question is, what are the lower levels of organization in a multicellular organism? Are these levels also present in unicellular organism? So the question is saying that how these multicellular organisms are arranged, how they are organized. तो जैसे मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनाइज्ड है, क्या वैसे ही यूनिसेलुलर भी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड है? सो दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. सो द क्वेश्चन आंसर इज द लोअर लेवल्स ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन अ मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर एज फॉलोज. व्हाट इज इट? दैट we or every organ in our body is made up of cell. Okay, when cells are clubbed together they form tissue. Okay, sorry, when tissues are combined together they forms organ. All right, now when organs are clubbed together they forms organ system and hence becomes the organism. Getting it? This is the lower level of organization in multicellular organism. ये चीज यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म में नहीं होती है. क्यों? क्योंकि जितने भी फंक्शन है उसमें टिश्यू का तो कोई कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है यूनिसेलुलर में, क्योंकि उसके पास सिर्फ एक सिंगल सेल है. तो जब सिंगल सेल है तो टिश्यू, ऑर्गन सिस्टम, ऑर्गेनिज्म का कोई लॉजिक ही नहीं बनता। जितनी भी एक्टिविटी या जितने भी फंक्शंस हैं वो सब ये सिंगल सेल कर लेता है। ठीक है, टिश्यू, इस यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म में ना कोई ऑर्गन होता है, ना कोई ऑर्गन सिस्टम होता है, ऐसी कोई भी चीज एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती है। तो दिस लोअर लेवल ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज ओनली प्रेजेंट इन multicellular organism. It is absent in unicellular organism. So you will write it and you will learn it, children, that cells forms tissues forms organ forms organ system, and organ system forms organism. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now moving ahead with question number 2. So in question number 2, you have to draw a label diagram to show the general structure of a cell. So it is already there in your book, figure 8.3, page number 109. Okay, so the same figure is there. The same figure is there in your book also. Okay, so you will draw this diagram on left hand side, on left page, that is blank page. Okay, I'll again explain this to you. So the outer structure of the cell is called cell membrane. Cell membrane के अंदर fluid या structure present होता है, jelly like structure, that is called cytoplasm. Inside the cytoplasm, in the center, we have nucleus, which is called brain of the cell. This is called brain of the cell. Why? Because all the functions is governed from the nucleus. That is why it is called brain of the cell. Nucleus की जो outer covering होती है, that is called nuclear membrane. इसके अंदर भी एक sac होता है, that is called nucleolus. Alright, so this complete is a nucleus. Then we have other organelles in the cytoplasm, like mitochondria. Mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell. And we have vacuole. Vacuole stores the food. Apart from this, we also have ribosome, lysosomes, Golgi bodies. All these things are also present in the cell. But this is the basic structure of cell. So this you will draw in your fair notebook. You can draw a colorful diagram, children. Okay, you will draw a colorful diagram on the left hand side of the paper. Okay, so this basic structure of cell is clear to you. Now coming to the next question. Next question says, differentiate, or what are the difference between plant cell and animal cell? Children, this question is very important. This question, children, question number 3 is very important. Most of the time this question is asked in the exam. Okay, so please by heart it, learn these difference between plant cell and animal cell. So children, you will draw this table. Okay, you will draw this table. You will draw a margin in between, and you will, one side you will write plant cell and other side you will write animal cell. Okay, you will write plant cell and animal cell. So let's see what is the difference between plant cell and animal cell. Plant cell size में बड़ा होता है, किससे? Animal cell से. Animal cells is smaller in size than plant cell. Okay, so it is larger than an animal cell. It is smaller than a plant cell. Okay, next, it is surrounded by a cell wall. Plant cell में cell wall होती है और cell membrane भी होता है, लेकिन animal cell में cell wall नहीं होती है, because it is not required. Why it is not required? Because we have a backbone, we have bones, तो हमारी बॉडी उसी से स्ट्रेंथन रहती है, लेकिन प्लांट के पास ऐसी कोई चीज अवेलेबल नहीं है. So to have a strength, to have a power, it needs a cell wall. Okay, so it is made up of only cell membrane, it is made up of cell wall also. It usually has one or two large vacuoles, whereas vacuoles are either absent or they are very small. Vacuole बहुत small होता है, इसमें vacuole large होता है. एक या दो vacuoles भी हो सकते हैं. Now, it has a different kind of plastids, that is, we are talking about chloroplast. और chloroplast में क्या होता है? Chlorophyll present होता है. And what is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a green pigment that is present in the plant. Okay, so that is plastid. So plastid is present in plant cell, but it is absent in animal cell. Centrosome. Plant cell does not have centrosome, so it does not undergo several cell division. Okay, whereas it has a centrosome and it performs a cell division process. Getting it? So these are the differences between plant cell and animal cell. Children, please learn these differences. This is very important question. And you will also draw the diagram. Again, you will draw this diagram on left hand side, that is left page. On blank page you will draw this diagram. Okay, so cell wall, this is a plant cell, this is animal cell. Plant cell is a bit larger, animal cell is a bit smaller in size. Both have mitochondria. Plant cell is having chloroplast, animal cell does not have chloroplast. Nucleus is present in both. Cell wall is present in only plant cell, it is not present in animal cell. Vacuole is present in both, but in case of plant cell it is large and in case of animal cell it is small. Cell membrane is present in both. So this is the basic difference between plant cell and animal cell. Okay, so this diagram also you will draw in your fair notebook. Getting it? Now moving ahead with question number 4. What is question number 4? What is meant by the term cell division? Why is cell division necessary? Cell division क्या होता है और cell division जरूरी क्यों है? So what is cell division, children? The process by which new cells are formed from the old existing cells are known as cell division. Okay, so what is cell division? जब कोई नई सेल बनती है, new cell, when a new cell is formed from the old and existing cell, this is called cell division. Why it is important that we will see. The new cell formed in this way is known as daughter cell. जो नई सेल बनी उसको हम क्या बोल रहे हैं? Daughter cell. Okay. Why this is important, children? Because every time in our body there are several cells that dies. जैसे हमारी ब्लड सेल होती है, ब्लड सेल हर सेकंड मरती है. तो जब हर सेकंड कोई सेल मर रही है तो हमको उसके लिए नई सेल की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी टू फुलफिल दैट लैक. ओके, उसके लिए सेल डिविजन इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो फॉर रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ डेड सेल्स, सेल डिविजन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Million of cells die and are replaced every second in our body by new cells. Every second. They are basically talking about red blood cells. Getting it? So red blood cells dies every second and a new cell is formed. And also for the growth of an organism. जो हमारी height बढ़ रही है, हमारे muscles बढ़ रहे हैं, जितनी भी चीजें डेवलप हो रही हैं हमारी बॉडी में. अर्लियर हम छोटे थे, we were fetus, slowly and gradually we are growing. हमारे हाथ पैर and everything is growing. So this is because of the cell division, and that is why cell division is important. So what happens in cell division? This is a cell. Nucleus divides into two. Here you can see nucleus is divided into two. Now cell membrane has also divided here. Okay, and now it is becoming two new cells, and these two new cells are called daughter cells. Getting it? Now again, this daughter cell, this is one daughter cell. This daughter cell will again start to divide into two new daughter cell. Okay? So this is cell division. Okay. Children, I am also sending you the long answer question. We will discuss long answer question and HOTS question in the next class. Okay. So that was about the short answer question type 1 and type 2. I hope you have understood it. If again you have any kind of doubt, please do ask in the group. Okay. So that's all for today's class. Hope you have understood it. Please do complete your work, children, and draw the diagram very neatly and well labeled. Alright. You can also draw colorful diagrams. So that's all for today's class. Thank you and Jai Hind everyone.